You have essentially the same purpose as everyone else. You are meant to wake up to your true self. That's your purpose. That's everyone's purpose. And you're going to keep incarnating, and you're going to keep learning lessons, and you're going to keep building up karma, and then suffering and breaking through it and suffering some more and growing until you realize that your purpose is to tap into yourself. And I'm not just talking about like, the little me in your head, what you think is yourself. No, I'm talking about the grand self, the true self, the higher self that they say now, in the modern new age, there's the higher self, the divine aspect of you, the untouchable you, the infinite you, okay? And you're like, well, great, Darius, that doesn't help me though, because I need to figure out what I'm doing in this three-dimensional world. Where am I gonna find the joy? Where am I gonna find the inspiration? How am I gonna earn money so that I can live? And the whole thing behind spirituality, guys, is put that on pause for a short time. Doesn't have to be months and years, maybe, but it doesn't have to be. And go within and find your truest self. It's not going to take, sometimes by the grace of God, it might happen very quickly. But most of the time, it's going to take some time. But while you're searching, God's going to place things in your path while you're on that path of searching for yourself, the stillness within. And I'm not saying you're going to find it. You sit down and you meditate. You're like, oh, I found the stillness. Now I'm good. No. Now you need to carry that stillness out into the world once you've found it. And then things start falling into place for you magically, and you see these perfect signs and everything. And you're like, oh my God, I have this inspiration. I don't know where it came from, but I just feel called to do this thing. And it comes to you. Or maybe you're good at something and you're like, I can use this gift that I've been given. Everybody has gifts. I can use this gift that I've been given. And you start to see the way with clarity. You see what you need to do. But right now you're feeling so lost. How are you going to find your truest self, your truest purpose, your truest path if you're stuck in the muck? If you're feeling sorry for yourself, if you're depressed, if you're upset, if you're miserable, if you're just fucking endless suffering, lost in addiction, lost in searching for things outside of yourself to fulfill you. And another mistake you can make is trying to find the fulfillment in this purpose. Once I find my purpose, then I'll be fulfilled, right? Oh, as if me figuring out what I want to do with my life is going to somehow fill this empty void that I'm carrying around. This bottomless pit that I am. I'm just like trying to find myself in all these experiences and all these things and consumption and whatever. And so you're chasing. Don't chase. Stop and be still. Find yourself. Really get in touch with yourself. And out of that, I promise you, you will find your purpose. Guys, your purpose, I hate to break it to you. I mean, like, I'm gonna shatter some like hopes and dreams maybe. But your purpose, like your truest motherfucking purpose, right? That everyone's just like, oh, what is it? It is being here in the moment. It is being yourself in each moment, however that moment takes shape. It's not a profession. It's not a hobby. It's not an experience or two. It's not found in the future. And don't condemn your past because you couldn't figure it out. No, it's here. It's now. Like right now, I'm recording this video. My purpose is to record this video. When I stop recording this video, my purpose is to walk back to my car. When I'm driving my car, my purpose is to drive my car, right? When I walk through the door, the purpose is to open the door in that moment and walk in. It's like you're always on this purpose, man. Your purpose is inseparable from who you are. And when you tap into that, when that becomes known to you, when you really know it, when you really grasp it, then you'll see that everything will magically unfold for you. Perfectly, guys, perfectly. You might have to endure some more suffering till you get to that spark. It's how life is. We can't avoid it, man. We can't avoid the suffering because in that lies the answer, man. So you sitting here feeling lost, feeling helpless, feeling lost, just like, oh my God, I can't find my path. I can't. That leads to finding the path. Do you see? You're not going to find yourself and your destiny and your purpose in the external world. You're not. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. You're really not. Everyone's sole purpose, the true growth, the true aspiration is to tap into the you. Ooh, the grand you. You know how like people as like a coming of age kind of a thing, people they'll graduate college or maybe even high school. They graduate high school and they're like, I'm gonna go to Europe to find myself. And so you think you go on this trip and you're gonna find yourself. Yeah, they went on a 6-month journey. They were backpacking through Europe. Ooh, how mystical. Well, now that you're done with your backpacking trip, have you found yourself? And they're like, I still have no fucking clue what I want to do. All I had was this wonderful experience. It lasted 6 months. Now I have some memories. Great. Great. You saw the other side of the planet. You know, if you're American, right? You're American. In the media, it's like, you go backpacking through Europe. Ooh, he found himself. You go to India, you go to China, you go somewhere exotic. And going and experiencing that somehow magically unlocks your truest self and destiny and purpose, right? Guys, it is a lifelong journey. And then once you see it, I promise you, you cannot unsee it. This truth that you are. And it's like, Darius, all of your videos, you keep going back to the same thing over and over again. It's just variations of basically the same thing. And it is. Because that's the key, man. I kept ignoring that. I'm like, it can't just be this. It can't. And I would put it off to the side. I put it off to the side for years, dozens of years. I put it off to the side. I'm like, you know what? I can't just devote myself to finding myself. I can't just devote myself to quieting, to being still. That's so bizarre. It's boring to the mind. It is. It's meant to be. And let it bore you, man. And go deeper into the boredom and say, hey, what is this boredom? Look at it. But I have to find my purpose, Darius. It's doing. I have to do. Don't I? Don't I have to work? Don't I have to earn the money to pay the bills? Don't I have to eat? Don't I have to have a roof over my head? That's my purpose, isn't it? Yeah, your purpose was to be born and to just exist and then have a roof over your head and eat every day and have a few different experiences. That's all it was, right? It wasn't meant for any introspection. It wasn't meant to experience some growth, to come across some divine motherfucking understanding. Oh my God. When the shit really dawns on you, you're like, holy shit, I have cracked the fucking code. Oh my God, all this stuff that I've been looking for. You know, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was so lost. I was so incredibly lost, guys. I know what it's like to not know what you're meant to do. I know it. I'm very familiar with that feeling. It was me for a long time. So one day, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm like, I can't take it anymore. And I look in the classifieds. Guys, back then, when my generation, this is before the internet was super huge, right? And you were just Googling everything. I looked in the classifieds and I found this psychic that I wanted to call. Because I'm like, hey, maybe a psychic's going to help me. Maybe they'll give me some insight into what my purpose is. Because it was gnawing at me, man. I really had to know. So I called the psychic up and I'm on the phone with her. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what the path is. Help me figure it out. And she couldn't tell me what it was because it was like a huge fucking destiny for me, man. the eternal destiny of all souls. And she's like, don't worry, you'll figure it out. And it took me like another 20 years to really figure it out, guys. 20 years of intense suffering with little glimmers of hope and fun and joy and laughter. Small amounts of that, relatively speaking, compared to like the vastness of the depression and suffering that I was going through. And I kept coming back to the same thing. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? I'm so lost all the time. And it's just like I wake up, oh my God, I'm still lost. It hasn't come to me yet. Like, what is it? And so I'm searching and I'm searching. And I'm reading everything. And I'm watching videos and I'm listening to audio. And I'm doing anything you can think of to try and find it. I'm looking through the scriptures. I'm looking through self-help books, psychology, philosophy, anything I can get my hands on. I'm reading all of it. And I'm getting inspiration. And I'm coming across stuff and I'm like, you know what? This could be it. Them telling me to like go within and like seek God to the exclusion of everything else. But I'm like, man, that's like really intense. Giving up everything and really focusing only on that. What do I have to do? Do I have to go like up in the mountains and be in some monastery? I have to join some brotherhood and like devote myself to the eternal being? Is that where my purpose is? Maybe I'm meant to be a priest or a monk because I'm like super spiritual, right? This stuff really like vibes with me. I resonate with this spirituality stuff so much. And I knew it from a younger age, guys. And it's like I kept fighting it. I'm like, it can't just be this. And when I was younger and I didn't fully understand, I'm like, I can't speak on this stuff and teach people because I would be a hypocrite, because I don't have the full understanding. So who am I to tell you how to live your life or give you advice or show you the truth? No one can show you the truth, guys. You have to find it yourself. All they can do is guide you on the path that leads you to your realization of the truth. And through that portal, you find that transformation, the self-discovery that leads to transformation. You think like Yogananda just happened to name it the Self-Realization Fellowship? Self, higher self, your truest self, realization, waking up to it. The Self-Realization Fellowship. It's like the brotherhood of realizing the aspect of God that is you. That is your purpose. And I had to like, guys, I had to wrestle with this thing, man, for a long time. Just endless, just suffering through this. Like, I'm like, no, this can't be it. It can't be that simple. Because it is simple when you get down to it, man. It is. You're like, well, what about all the people that like they're born with these gifts and they live the purpose of what their gift was, right? They give their gift to the world. Well, have you tapped into what that gift is? My gift in this life is to be able to speak about this stuff. But not only that, to be able to embody it and be the example. To walk around and be able to speak about it all the time. It flows out of me, man. Sometimes, like, if my mind happens to not be quiet, it's just like it's running. The voice that speaks in me, it's always flowing out of me. And I can't help it. It's just like, it can be annoying. The Holy Spirit that's awakened inside you. And I was so frustrated, man. I'm like, it can't be that. It can't be that simple that I'm just meant to eventually speak about this, that I'm meant to be like some spiritual teacher, quote unquote, right? Because it's not what I am. You might label me as such, but I'm much more than that, and so are you. You're much more than a profession. So like the basketball player, his gift, he was meant to be the greatest basketball player, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, right? Larry Bird. They were meant to give that gift so that we could find inspiration through their gift. And you have a similar gift. It doesn't have to be basketball or football or baseball or soccer, right? Or any sport. or any specific profession. It doesn't have to be. When it gets down to its most simple, eloquent, basic amazingness, the simplicity of it is you being your truest self in every moment that unfolds before you. And maybe today you're like, you know what? I feel inspired to learn some science. So I'm going to dive just balls deep into chemistry. I love chemistry. I love learning about it. It brings me joy. Then learn about it. And you're like, and I like teaching chemistry, so maybe I'll teach some chemistry too. I'll tutor some people, see how that feels. And then like, if I really like that, maybe I'll go become a professor of chemistry. Great. We could always use more scientists, but don't get lost in the science, guys. Science doesn't have all the answers. You have the answer. Your intuition. How much longer are you going to keep looking for yourself in stuff, experiences and stuff? If I buy enough stuff, I'll have made it. If I achieve the highest thing, right? If I become the CEO of the corporation, if I have this name and title, I've made it now. That's my purpose, right? So you achieve that. You become the CEO. And now it's done, right? Your purpose is no longer because you became the CEO. Look at this. Ooh, I get to live the CEO life. I'm super rich. I have all this stuff. And yet that gnawing emptiness still in you. You can't find yourself in that career that you think you are. Ooh, I'm living my best life. No, you're not. Because there's no peace there. You keep searching for yourself in these things. You're all the time. You're like, what do I have on the calendar? Oh, my calendar's booked. Oh my God, I must be somebody. You're like, oh man, I'm just booked out for 2 months, man. I'm so busy. Look at me. I found myself. I'm so busy. I'm so cool. People like me. Your truest happiness lies in the unseen, in the divine aspect of you, your inspiration, your joy, that thing that you're searching for. It's not tangible, man. It is this, like, so inexplicable, man. There's no words to describe the inspiration. Inspiration, the word pales in comparison to what this most authentic feeling is. Knowing. It's amazing. It does it no justice. Do you think that if you were feeling amazing, if you were feeling peaceful and full of bliss and love and joy, that you'd be like searching for this purpose? Do you think you'd feel empty? Do you think that you'd be like, oh my God, I need to figure out what I need to do with my life if you were always happy all the time? You were just so full of love. Everywhere you looked, everything that you did, just love, just truth and clarity. You felt like you were in the perfect place all the time because you knew that you were. Everything, every moment unfolding perfectly as it needed to for you. Do you think if you lived in that place of non-resistance and you had that knowing and belief and faith, that you'd be like so utterly void and depressed and lost because you couldn't figure out what your purpose was? Do you see? Your purpose might change. You might have, like, in the stereotypical, the way we describe purpose, guys, which is like a career or doing something or a hobby or whatever. You might have multiple purposes at different periods of your life. Maybe at first you were, and this happens all the time. Maybe at first you were like a doctor or a lawyer, and then you had like the spiritual awakening, and now you're like, you know what? I don't align with that anymore. That happened to my ex-girlfriend. She was like a badass lawyer. And then she had this like profound spiritual awakening. And then it unfolded over a period of time. And then she's like, you know what? I can't go back to being a lawyer anymore. That was her purpose for a long time. And then now she's like on the spiritual path. She doesn't find herself in a profession. So it might change. Maybe the profession gets you to the awakening. Maybe. I don't know. I can't know that. Nobody knows what's in store for you in each moment and phase and season of your life. All we can know is like the overarching theme, because it's the same for everyone. So you might have started out, you're like, you know what? I can't find any job better than just like retail sales. So you just do retail sales for a while. Or you're like a waiter, you know? These lowly jobs, you're just nothing. You're a loser because you're like just like this low wage peon. Ugh, be gone with you, you slave. You know, you are nothing. You're not a celebrity or like a CEO or a cool person. You don't have all this money. And you're like, oh man, I gotta fight and I gotta achieve so that I can build myself up, because like when I make more money and I do more things, then I've made it now. And I'm like a cool person, right? Hey, I'm cool, right? You guys, am I cool? Am I cool now? Oh, thanks. Thanks for your opinion. I made it, guys. I gotta impress that girl. I gotta impress that guy. I gotta impress my family. Ooh, that's a big one, right? Your family and their expectations. You're like, Darius, my family wants me to be this, and I don't want to be that. I want to be this. Go with what you want. Fuck your family. Not permanently, right? Like, but in that instance, yeah, tell them to fuck off. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what because they cannot know what your true calling is. If you know, without a shadow of a doubt, I am meant to be an artist. I am meant to be a musician. I am meant to be something like that creates divine inspiration in others. Do not let them dissuade you. Go on that path. Man, like they say, don't let your dreams be memes. Just do it. Shia. So good. I love that video. It's so fucking funny. Like, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna wake up? Do it. It's brilliant. And then all of the memes that came out of that video. It was so good. I love memes, man. They bring joy. They bring laughter, you know? We got to make fun of ourselves a little bit, guys. Don't take this life too seriously, please. If it's all serious all the time, then where's the fun? Where's the joy? Where's the inspiration? And that's why, like, you know, I'm not big on the law of attraction, but it does get some things right. And so when they say tap into the excitement, tap into what makes you feel good and what makes you like inspired, that vision that you might have of you doing something and you feel that feeling, you might not live out that fantasy, that vision that you have, but that feeling will carry you to the right place. And then when that thing comes on your path, you'll see it and you'll know it because it's aligned with that inspiration that you're feeling in that moment. Do you see? So it's not about the fancy car and the fancy house and I'm going to have a mansion, I'm going to have, you know, all these fantastic friends and all the, you know, the perfect relationship and the perfect family and I want this and I want that. No, you're tapping into like what that would feel like. But even that is too simple in the grand spiritual reality, guys. That's just a little stepping stone to get you kind of closer to your intuition. When you really find the true stillness, the true peace, the true bliss that you just are it. You're not trying anymore. You're not creating the vision board and like, oh, I have to, you know, I'm going to find myself in all these things that I've put up and I'm going to think about it and think about it. And I'm going to get that one day. Ooh, how exciting. Guys, I wanted the Mustang and I got the Mustang. Yay. My life is complete. Oh, I found it. You see how shallow and superficial it is. Yay, you got some stuff. Great. But you haven't graduated to the next realization yet, guys. So don't limit yourself there. Keep on the path.